An Israeli airstrike on Beirut just killed a top Hezbollah figure, Mohammed Afif. But how did this happen, and why is it sending shockwaves across the Middle East? Stay tuned, this is wild. Okay, let's get into it. On October 23, 2023, the world was rocked by a bold Israeli airstrike in Beirut, Lebanon, targeting none other than Mohammed Afif, the media chief of Hezbollah. Now, if you're thinking, wait, why would Israel hit a media guy? Well, stick with me, it's more complicated than just that. To understand why this strike is such a big deal, let's break it down. Afif wasn't just some random journalist working for Hezbollah. He was the media chief, a high-ranking member responsible for crafting the group's narrative and spreading its message across the world. He was the one orchestrating Hezbollah's media campaigns, both in Lebanon and internationally. Think of him as the chief storyteller of a very controversial and armed political movement. But why would Israel go after him? Simple, Hezbollah, the Shiite militant group based in Lebanon, is considered a major enemy by Israel due to its military activities and connections with Iran. Hezbollah is one of the main players in the ongoing conflict in Syria and has been involved in multiple skirmishes with Israel over the years. Their goal? To resist Israeli influence in the region and, at times, actively confront it. Now, let's talk about why this specific strike has everyone talking. Israeli officials say it was a targeted operation aimed at disrupting Hezbollah's communications and propaganda efforts. Israel has been known to carry out operations that disrupt their enemies in a variety of ways, taking out military leaders, weapons caches, and apparently even media strategists. In this case, the strike targeted a house in a Hezbollah-controlled area of Beirut, a place where Afif was reportedly hiding out. This wasn't just about one man's life, it's about the broader conflict in the Middle East. Israel's decision to go after a media figure is raising questions about the future of media warfare. Is it okay to target someone just because they're influencing public opinion or spreading a certain narrative? The lines between journalism and military strategy are becoming blurrier, and the consequences of that could be far-reaching. But don't think Hezbollah is just going to take this lying down. Reports say that they've vowed retaliation, warning Israel of further escalation. If you know anything about the history between these two, you know that these threats aren't just empty words. The region is on edge right now. And let's not forget, this is happening against the backdrop of wider tensions between Israel, Lebanon, Syria, and Iran. In other words, this could be a small spark that ignites an even bigger fire. So here's where you come in. I want to know what you think about all this. Is Israel justified in targeting a media chief of Hezbollah? Or is this crossing a line? Are they just protecting themselves from a group that has been a thorn in their side for years? Or is this an example of targeted silencing in the media world? Is this a dangerous new precedent where journalists or even media figures could be viewed as legitimate military targets? Look, I know this is a controversial topic, but that's why we're talking about it. It's not just about the politics, it's about the implications for how information is shared, controlled, and ultimately used in warfare. Imagine if every time a media figure pushed a narrative someone didn't like, they got targeted for a strike. Scary, right? And let's talk about the retaliation. If Hezbollah does follow through on their threats, how bad could things get? Will we see more airstrikes, more casualties, or even an outright escalation into something bigger? So, what do you think? Should Israel have taken out Mohammed Afif, or is this going too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. No judgment, just a space for discussion. And if you think this video is shedding some light on a complex issue, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates on this and other big international stories. Heck, share it with your friends and see what they think. Oh, and by the way, if you don't agree with me, feel free to dislike the video. We can all still chat about it, and I'd love to hear your take. It's a crazy world, and the more we talk about it, the more we can all learn. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more because, trust me, this story is far from over. Catch you in the next one, where we'll dive into another major international development that could change the course of history, if it hasn't already. Until then, keep questioning everything. See ya.